Hello, my friends. Haven't made a video in a while, so today I was making some, preparing some key rings for keychains and stuff, and I was going to show you what I did. This right here is a nice heavy chain. It did have some verdigris in it, and I cut that out and threw it away because there's no saving stuff that's metal when it rots, okay? Oh, there's some right there. This isn't the one. This is the one I cured. Wanted to show it to you. Can you see this right here? Can you see how that's looks terrible? All right, what you do with that? You get any of that? You go to the first good link, which would be that one right there. I just use my memory wire cutters because they cut right through this stuff real easy. And you just chop both sides. And you do not want to keep this anywhere near something that's good because it will spread. It's, think of it as rot of a living plant or whatever. All right, so now I have two pieces here, and what I can do is I can open a link. That got smushed. Let me see if I can get that off. That's something that can happen if when you're using the memory wire things there, is you can get a little bit of a it can actually mush it together, which, all right, I may have to get rid of that whole link, but let me see if I can open this up. There we go. Just open that one up, dump that out, put that with the rest of it, and now I'm just going to add this back to the chain. Oops, there's another piece. I'm going to have to go through that whole chain and look, make sure there's no more of it, because I thought I'd gotten it all before, and I hadn't. Like I said, it's really, it can spread. It's terrible stuff. And it just kind of looks like verdigris. I mean, it looks like patina on a copper. It's got that greenish, but this is not copper, and that is not patina. That is rot. Let me get a different one of these because I don't want to damage that link. And I'm just wiggling it back and forth and squishing them together, because this is a nice sturdy chain, so it doesn't go as easy as what we'll say a jump ring will, but it works on the same principle. Let me just see if I can just squish it this way a little bit. There we go. Squish it that way. Ta-da! We have the chain. It's healed. Let's go back over to this side. Where was that? Right there. There's some more of that. And I'm not going to try to save the end part. I'm just going to clip it right here. First good link. Throw that away. Throw that away. Okay. Now we have a healed chain. I'm doing two things. I'm preparing to go to, well, I'm getting ready to go to St. Simon's Island to a conference for the Global Methodist Church. And last year when I was there, I won a $50 gift card. And what I did was I bought some molds. I bought this one. Well, actually I bought more than one set of them. And it came with one of these and one of these, I believe. And I bought two sets. And you can see I've been using them. They need to be cleaned. That happens when you use them. But I bought the molds. I bought some stuff to go with it and stuff to put in our church's gift bags for visitors, because I thought they were pretty lame. And anyways, I made a bunch of crosses. So I'm going to bring the crosses, and the gentleman who put on the, well, it's actually a bank, but the guy was there. He was really fun. Anyways, I'm going to let him have his pick of crosses and make it into a jump ring. I'm also going to talk to the I guess it's a cafeteria, the restaurant, whatever that's connected with it. When we first started going 30 some years ago to this place, the food was a little bit worse than school cafeteria food. Now it's very good. It's extremely good food. So I just wanted to give them a little thank you and offer them either a necklace. That's why I'm putting these chains together. And I got to make sure that this does not have any more rot on it. It's a nice chain other than that there. Or keyring, because there's a lot of men that also work in the dining hall. Dining hall, that's the name of it. Yeah. All right, I want to put in one, these are nice hefty jump rings that I harvested off I forget what the jewelry was. It had a whole bunch of little pieces that were put together with jump rings and everything. So I saved the jump rings because they're nice heavy duty jump rings. Okay, now we need a clasp. There's a lobster clasp. I always call them lobster claws, and I noticed that I'm not the only one that does that. There's other people that call them lobster claws, so I don't feel bad when I make a mistake and call it a lobster claw anymore. But yeah, yesterday I gave blood, so yay, I'm a hero. I also helped, I worked the refreshment stand from 4 to 6:30, which is really cool. What you do is all the people who give blood, you just sit there and offer them water and, you know, encourage them to eat some cookies or trail mix or whatever's there. And yeah, there's juice. We had grape juice, apple juice, or water. So, and talked to lots of people. It was cool. Okay, let's go on to how I set up a jump ring, a key ring. I bought these, and there was, I think, 20 or 25 in a package. This chain was another one that was harvested from something. I don't remember what it was. I tried opening the link on this and closing it. It's too much. It doesn't work really well. So what I do, memory wire cutters again. I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th one, oops, I just grab it like this and it cuts through it. And you get rid of that little piece right there. It doesn't want to come off. There it is. And I just throw them over there too. All right, then I take one of these nice heavy jump rings. Not with that. With a pair of pliers. Go through the thing here. And hook it onto. All right. Right there. And second pair of pliers. Get yourself 2 good pair of pliers. A needle nose and a round nose pliers. Will probably do most of what you need doing. All right, remember I said you rock it back and forth. Make sure it's all even right here. Give it a little squeeze. And there it's set for to put on the thing. I do put a second one here to go through the little loop on the cross. So, there. Now these 2 things are all set. Wherever I put it? Where'd I put it? I don't know. Oh, right here. These 2 things are set up to go with me to St. Simon's so I can give some people some happiness. Okay, what else have I been doing? I went, had to go to the base to fill a prescription. So I stopped at the Dollar Tree and I stopped at Hobby Lobby because I usually don't run up to Warner Robins very often. And when I do, and I'm by myself, because I can shop better without my husband. All right, I picked up this mold, which I do not have one, and it's got the clouds and the little lightning bolts. I like those. These are more different kinds of clouds and just smaller shapes that I don't have. So I got that one. And then I have this one already, and you see I've used it before. But if you're doing a pair of earrings, you should have two. You know what, sometimes, like, I got this one today too. Like, this one's got two here, two here, two here, two here. These here are just, they're all unique, which is cool. But now I can do a pair of earrings. So I showed you this one. These are unique. These are like arrowheads, a flame, I don't know, rings. We'll see what they look like. Okay. And then I did this one. I got this one here because these are different crosses. They're smaller. Sometimes the fact that this has got the cross in the center can be a pain in the butt. So these right here will be cool. So that's what I did. And I'm going to also got this last time I was out, and I got another one. What was the other one that I got when I was out? I didn't get them today. I got them the other day. I don't remember. Anyways, so I want to play with my molds, and yeah. I had actually, what I was thinking I'd got was these. I actually have another set of them, so I've actually got 4 of these, but I don't care because they're kind of cool. And these are what I made out of those yesterday, actually. I don't know if you can see them. There, you can see them pretty good. But I should have made them last week so I could have wore them on the 4th. But yeah, those are, I like those. They look really good. And they got a lot of movement to them. The stars move. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. Okay. So let's play with these here. Get a butter wrapper. Thought that was butter on there. Nope, it's tape. I'm not sure how the tape got on there, but all right. I am using Let's Resin UV Hard Type Clear. And I don't think it's going to take a lot of resin for these because they are just the outlines. It are handy tools that we use here. Just toothpicks. I have an assortment of different inclusions. Mica powder, some glitters, some chopped up metal reflective stuff, whatever that's called. Yeah, it's got names. Anyways, so let's just pick something and start playing. What do I not have? I have so much of like teal. I need more green. I need brighter green. This, stuff just came out of that, and that's closed. Let me move this out of the way, because I'm like, All right, wow. All right, if you put a little bit of resin on your toothpick, and it will pick up resin type stuff. All right, now I'm going to use a paper towel. I'm going to clean this because I don't want to stick my arm in resin. And then I'm going to use some, this right here has got alcohol in it. Rubbing alcohol, not the other kind. All right. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Now let me see if I can open this and why it was doing that. Let me tap that off. Get a clean toothpick because I do not want to get resin on this because that would seal it. Yeah. Alright, don't need resin mica powders on me. Alright, now let's see if I can. Alright. Okay, it's not falling out now, so must be it wasn't fully closed. Sometimes you get busy doing, playing, being creative, and yeah. Oops, I bugged you good there. All right, which one should we start with? This one or this one? I don't have enough. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. All right, that's better. All right, now let's roll that up. I guess I'm going to start with that one because that's the one I started with. And if we wanted to, we could like change out colors. Just do the same spot on both of them and just keep going back and forth until you've, and then if you want, you can just change the color and do more than one color. But I don't think I'm going to change the color because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after it's done, like I did with these here, I filled it in with white. I think I'm going to fill it in with a different color. Wow, this is taking more resin than I thought it would. These are fairly deep, which, yeah. So I'm going to have to mix up some more, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to get my squeegee in a minute and squeegee this. All right, let me go get my squeegee. All right, half-time I call it a squeegee, half-time I call it a stylus. It's yeah, it can go by either name. All right, let me clean this off on this. Put that there. All right. Now let's just run it around. Run it around. Run it around. If you're using toothpicks to move stuff around or to pop bubbles or whatever, and you want to make sure that you don't scratch the bottom of your molds, okay? Wood's not as bad as metal, but it can still do damage to molds. And not all molds are created equal. Some of them are stronger than others. Okay, I think I need just about the same amount as I had last time. I'm going to be so shiny green because I got this mica powder on me. All right. Make sure it's all closed. But yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Well, tomorrow I've got to do laundry and everything and pack. I'm doing laundry just so that I don't have to pick and choose what I buy, what's clean. I guess all my wardrobe's clean. And first thing we do when we get home is start the laundry. We don't even bring the dirty clothes to the bedroom. We just kind of pile them up there and wash them. So, but and it's gonna be hot in Savannah. Hot and humid. I'm sure it's going to be humid. Last time we were there, it rained like buckets. I mean, there was like 3-4 inches of water you had to wade through because we can just walk to our room from where everything is because we stay right there on the island, right at the conference center. It's really cool. You can walk down to the river. Sometimes you can see dolphins, see boats going through. Cool. If you ever get a chance to go to St. Simon's Island or any of those, Tybee Island, any of the islands out in Georgia, the coast there, go ahead and go. It's beautiful. And we don't always see dolphins there. I think we've only seen the dolphins once. So, pufferfish. So, what else we've seen in there? Of course, you got all your seabirds, of course. You don't have the pelicans like you do in Brunswick. In Brunswick, where you go out on the pier, and the pelicans will come and steal people's fish when they bring the fish in. The fish still have hooks in them. I mean, they haven't even taken them off their hook yet, and the pelicans are trying to steal their fish. It's really cool. So you can get up real close to a pelican if you want to. But had to make sure we had plenty of water to take with us, because the water is terrible. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's I won't even drink sodas from a soda fountain because they use the water there. There is one place I know, Wild Wings? I think it's Wild Wings. Buffalo Wings? Wild Wings. One of those places. Anyways, they have I know where it's at. I just don't know what the name of it is, huh? But they have a filtration system. And when I told the guy, I says, no, I don't want anything to drink because your water's terrible. He says, nope, we filter it. And he went and got some and just proved it to me. I'm going, okay, I'll have a soda then. But what I really like is Southern sweet tea. Problem is, it's got sugar in it, and I can't have the sugar now. All right, what do you think? We'll see how that comes out. All right, put that under the UV light, because this is UV resin, and that's how it's cured. All right. Now, when you do have a little bit of resin left over, find yourself a little tiny mold. Doesn't have to be big. This one should be cleaned, mind you. Got a little bit of glitter. Glitter. That came out. All right. And then just add it to your, scrape it all up. Now, if you didn't want to scrape it all up and clean it all up and, you know, use this, I would put this under the UV light simply because you don't want uncured resin in your trash can. You don't want it, you know, you cure it. That's what you do. I'm going to add, this is awfully strong. There was lots of bits of resin there. So I'm going to add a drop of resin to that. Stir it. I mean, it's not going to go to waste. There. All right. Ooh, just hit you. All right, let's put that under there, and we'll be back. Okay, we're going to decide what we're going to, if we're going to fill in the little blank spots. I'm thinking maybe we'll do these colors here. I almost wish I had a brighter pink. What have I got? I'd have to go find it somewhere else because I don't think I have a brighter pink here. That's a darker pink. I don't think darker is what I want. I think I just wanted brighter. And, you know, I'm good with these. Okay, this here was made with leftover resin. Can you see here? And I think that's a pretty little heart. It's, I was doing a thing that had they were all glitter. And I had the green glitter, the blue glitter, yellow. This is gold, and that's red. And as you can see, I almost had no of the blue glitter left, but I didn't throw it away. but it makes such an impact on there, even though it's just a little tiny corner of it. So when you see that I've only got this little bit of green on this here, that's okay, because a little bit can make a big impact. So don't throw that away. Okay, it's done curing. Let's pull it out here. Let's pop it out, see what it looks like. We, kind of know what it's going to look like. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, it had an air bubble. Stink. That's okay. We can deal around that one. That one's got an air bubble there too. Guess I should have dealt with those, huh? Yes, you should have. All right. Now there's two ways that we can, I can just use this side here, which is what I will probably do. Use this as the front. Use that as the back. What? Yes, you can do that. Especially if you're going to dome the thing. Cover it anyways with resin. But let me show you. I could put it here and just kind of hope that it didn't leak around it. Or I can use tape. I'm going to use tape because I don't want it leaking around. Okay, we're just going to cut a piece. Da, 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 da. Where's my end? Right there. My husband always peels back the end and tucks under and everything. I'm going, I ain't wasting that. I don't have a problem getting the tape up. He does not like the process. All right, so let's lay that down like that. And I'm going to put one, I didn't see how they fit. Let's see. Probably like that, huh? One there and one there. Ta-da-da. Now, this is important. You want to make sure it's down all the way. That there is no gap. Okay? So, you have to pick it up and wring your hands over it. Whatever you have to do, it's important. Okay, let's get another piece of butter wrapper out. Could have used the other one, kept using it if I hadn't made such a huge mess. Okay, let's determine. Okay, I don't need 4, I need 3. So, do we do these 3 colors? Because these are the same vibrance. I don't think that's as vibrant. Don't like that. Okay. All right, if we're going to do it this way, we got to decide which ones that go a little bit there. I think the orange, the little bitty stuff there is orange. Then we'll do the purples and the blue. Okay, we have a plan. Yeah, I didn't hear you arguing about it, so I'm assuming that you're in agreement. All right. Make sure you open these right side up. Yeah. If you've been watching my channel very much, you will know that I am notorious about opening these bottom side up and making a huge mess, which is probably what happened with that green. All right. Let's stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir. Okay, let's get a thing of it, and we're just going to put a drop down onto it. And if you roll it like that right there, it kind of keeps it from some spilling out onto your project. Roll it just like that there, and it just kind of keeps it onto the wooden toothpick and not everywhere else. Okay. The people who were running the blood drive, they were so fun. They were singing and dancing, and the guy who did my blood draw, he was singing to every song, and they were like, the music that I grew up on. I'm thinking, yes, you have to go back to my generation before you can get good music. The music of today is yucky. Okay, those are filled with the orange. I don't need the orange anymore. But again, there's not a lot here, but I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to put it right here with that green. Just right there. Should I put it on both sides? Sure, why not? I heard you. Sure, why not? All right. I mean, that's not even a full drop. It's kind of like a half a drop. All right. I'm going to clean some stuff off. Clean that off. Clean this off. Put this where the light hits it, so it cures it. That right there. Put that back under. This is not fully cured, but it's cured enough that we can go on to the next color, because each time it goes under, it'll get more cured. More cured? Yeah, more cured. All right, I'm going to need a little bit more because this is bigger. And we are going to do, I think we'll do the blue next. Although it won't show up too much because I got that blue background. I am sorry about that, but it's the only color I have, that and clear. And my clear ones are huge. There's a clear one actually underneath here. This right here is a silicone mat. And that's so in case I spill this all over everywhere. Like, I would never do that, right? It won't make such a huge mess. Ooh, I may have mixed up too much. We will find out, won't we? Yes, we will. All right, but if I mix up too much, you know where it's going? It's going to go into that that little mold there that we got. This is very much a watery color. The color of water, not watered down. I don't know if you got what I meant by that. All right. Okay. This don't turn as easy as the toothpick does. So you have to be more careful that you don't do that right there. Okay, when you make a mistake like that, I will show you what you do. First, take as much off as you can with your stylus. Then you take, ta-da, the handy dandy Q-tip, and then you just clean it off. Ta-da, all clean. And then I'll put this under the light. Okay, let's get back to adding more stuff. And no, I don't make mistakes just so I can show you, oh look, this is what a mistake looks like. There are people who do that. They're like, oh, this is good content, let me make it. Nope, every error you see is a genuine mess up on my part. And then there's the people who hide all their mistakes. I don't do that either. If I do something wrong, well, you guys get to see it because we all make mistakes. Okay, I think that is full. Okay. Can you tell what it, even though there's a little bit difference in the blues, you should be able to tell, right? Okay, let's put that under the light and add the blue to this. It might fill it mostly up. We'll see. Maybe not. Really should have cleaned this mold before using it, but all right. Let's clean this off. Okay. Okay. Again, I did not leave it under there for the full time, simply because when we finish, we are going to cure it for at least 5 minutes, if not 10. Let's see, I'd say about that much. Wouldn't you say that much? Like I said, if I have too much, I can just put it in that little square thing. All right, this is a pretty purple. Does orange, green, and purple and blue go together? I don't know. They looked okay when they were sitting on the thing here. Do I have anything that will match them? Absolutely not. Oh. But if with a t-shirt, I could wear a purple t-shirt or a green t-shirt or an orange t-shirt, and it'll be just fine. You know, a blue t-shirt. Whatever colors you have, that's, you know. Let me put that like that right there. All right. Let's put there. All right. Here. I just don't want to have to bring it so far over. Just figure it makes more sense if I get it closer. My husband's at the church right now. We are in the process of trying to find a new pastor because our other pastor found a better job. He went to a bigger church that pays more, and it'll probably be his, you know, last church, so he needed something that paid more for his retirement, you know. Can't blame him there. And he had one son that graduated from high school and the other one's going into high school. So he, it was a good time for them to change because the kids were changing schools. And and he was with us for 8 years. And in a Methodist church, 8 years is a long time. So it was okay. It's just that Global Methodist Church the process is different. So yeah. All right, let me put that under the light. And we'll see what we got when we finish here. Let me take the purple. Pour the purple in. Purple, purple. Yeah. Oops, my light went off. Okay. Now this is probably going to be the back, but so it's okay if it's covering the other colors. Of course, it might be that we would much prefer it just to be purple, huh? Instead of all those colors. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I just want to fill this mold. I mean, I've got the extra resin. Here we go. And it is full. My mold is full. I do have a little bit left. Where's get one of these crosses, and the reason these crosses are so dirty is because I keep doing this. Just filling it full of little amounts resin. And I do cure it between. And this mold has some damage on it. But all I do is I do a top coat, and you don't notice that it's got a damage to it. So that's a little trick that you can do. All right, let me clean up, and as soon as that is finished, we will pull it out and see what that looks like. This is fun, huh? My styluses are getting kind of wore out too. All right, I'm going to put that so it gets the light, and that way it will what's that called? It will, yeah, be cured, so I don't have a mess there. All right. Huh, that must have come off the side here. Anyways, to clean a mold, we take packing tape, the same kind of tape that we used on the other, and when I pull that tape off from the back of that, good chance is I will use it to do some more of this stuff. And you just go like that. And then you get down in, I got a little bit of the paper towel. So don't do it on top of a paper towel. All right, there. Yeah, I did see some other things at Hobby Lobby I'd like, but if they weren't on sale. These were 40% off, and I'm going, okay, that's my price. The other stuff was full price, and I don't like paying full price for things, especially if I'm making stuff and I'm just gonna either give it away or sell it cheapy, because I'm a good steward of my money. I mean, if I was a great steward, I probably wouldn't give anything away free, but I like giving away free things because it makes me happy, makes other people happy. And most of the stuff I do because I can do a video. Yeah. I don't do all the videos. Like right now I'm in my dining room. There is a half done American flag using odd stitch peyote, whatever. Okay. So, and watching that kind of stitching, especially since there's little tiny beads, yeah, that's not good eats. That's not exciting at all. So, yeah. But now you see why I don't have all my things clean. Takes quite a bit. And I still got a little bit right. I just put some back down. All right, my tape's getting a little too much. All right, see how much I got off in there though? It's quite a bit. I'll save labels off my pill containers and use them. They're really sticky. They do a good job. But we're done. Let's see what we got. Oops. Let's throw that away. Okay. Now I want to see, now this here, you just go over stuff like this, picks up glitter really well. Oops, I didn't put that under the thing. Look at that. All right, let's fold that in, put that under, let it bake. Or cure, or whatever we call that. Okay. Here's our two top. I'm going to have to cure the bottom side too. But let's go top coating it. You just go over the whole thing and dome it. and it brings it all together really nice. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get my Q-tip out. Shame on me. There. But you keep Q-tips right near you. All right. Put that under the light. Okay, now take a toothpick and make sure you get all the way to the edge. All the way around. All the way. Even up here to make it shiny. This isn't quite as important as down here because the earring hooks and everything will hide that a lot. All right, everybody's beautiful. And the easiest way to do it is you hold it up into the light and you look, oh, there's some that needs a little bit right there. And you look at it, the reflection, and make sure it's all shiny. Sometimes around the edges, it'll look like you didn't get all the way to the edge. Okay, let's put her under. All right. That's good. This has got to go back under. Because it only cured however long it was that I was doing those. Okay, let's start with this. It's all purple on the back. Let's see what it's going to look like on the front. That looks kind of cool. Yeah. When you pull something out of the mold, you really should put it back under the light. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it back under the light for a few minutes. It does need to be have a little trimming there, which I did with my nail. There's tools you can use. You can use a knife, a scissors. You can use a deburring tool, which is what I'll probably use. Okay. These are the crosses that I'm bringing with me to conference to give away. There are all different kinds of styles. There's wood. There's these are glitter and flowers. These are beads. This is just, you know, that was actually leftover. This here was made from leftovers that when I did the earrings that I just made the other day. I did this, the white that was inside, the red, yeah. So yeah, these are a lot of leftovers and just trash in them. Like this here is chain that was all broke up and everything, and I couldn't get it to shine. It was really dull. So yeah, throw it in there. If it's got verdigris in it, you can seal it in this and it's safe. You know, if you wanted to use that. So that's that. Now I'm going to pull out the earrings and we'll finish that up. Okay, here they are. Hey? What do you think? It'd be cool for Mardi Gras. Those are the Mardi Gras colors, you know? But we could do silver with them or gold. I just happen to have silver right here. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll do silver. All right, you need 2 jump rings and 2 itty bitty jump rings because of the way I like movement. I mean, could I just put it straight onto the ear wire? Maybe it might fit here. I don't think it will. But when you're doing earring wires, take a second to make sure they match, that you haven't lost the ball or the spring and they're the same type of hook. Okay, because even in packages like this, sometimes you'll get some that are naked. They don't have, see, there's one right there. I don't think you can see it, but there's one right there that doesn't have anything on it. Okay, on the little ones, I clip them, I squeeze them like this. Usually they'll click. Make sure they are fully closed, not closed. So that, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I don't think it's fully closed yet. There it is. All right, that way it won't come out. Okay, let's open this one up. Put it through our earring. Put that on it. Yeah, you want to make sure your earring's facing the right way. If I was just to put one jump ring on it, it would be facing like this and not like that. So that's why we're using 2 jump rings to attach it to the earring wires. And you see how small, how small that hole is? It probably wouldn't go through there. Okay? That's why we need the jump rings. If you have one that's small enough, yeah, you could probably do with just the earring wire without any jump ring. There won't be as much movement. With it having the earring jump rings, it gives it a lot more movement. Okay, now I gotta figure out which way is, all right, that was front. All right, I always face the front away from me and the earring so that it's in the same orientation. And that way I don't have to take them off and put them back on. Okay. Let's see, front. Yep, that's front. Which was actually the back at the beginning. But there we go. There's our pair of earrings. They are all ready for wearing. And you could make some other jewelry to go with it. You could make a necklace with these colors in it, and it'd be really pretty. This is Bethany with New Life Jewelry Creations. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to clean up because I've got a trip to prepare for. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.